Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping back by and spending a little time with me. Today's video is an expansion on a blog post where I shared that I was no longer taking any of my medication. What I will do is link that post in the description box, but also my blog, if you've never been, is BronzeButterfly.blog. I generally put up 5 posts a week unless my week has been a little hectic. This month might be a little more hit or miss because of NaNoWriMo, which I will discuss in another video. But I had planned on talking a little bit about why I decided to go off of my medication and how things have been going since then. So this is going to be a bit of an explanation, but also an update, just letting you know how things are going right now. So this story starts near the beginning of the year when I realized I had put on some weight and I couldn't figure out why. Nothing in my life had changed much, except I was on a few more medications than I had been in prior years. And so I knew I was trying to hit a weight loss goal, but I tried to adjust my diet and I wasn't seeing any results. Then in August, when I went to take some of my medication, I realized that I was running low on several. And instead of trying to get a refill, which would have been the normal option for most people, instead of calling in for a refill, which my doctor's office would have gladly done with no issue, instead I said, let me see if I can stretch my pills out a bit. And that way, when I go to see my doctor in September, I can simply get my refill then. So by the time I got to see my doctor in sort of late September, almost the beginning of October, really, I had no more pills and I wasn't taking anything. I basically let everything run out and I felt fine. And my doctor asked me how I was feeling and I told him I felt fine, but that I needed refills. He refilled them the same day I was able to pick the refills up, but I just didn't take them anymore. At that point, I had kind of inadvertently tapered myself off of the medication, so I didn't have any weird sudden change effects, that sometimes happens when you stop taking a medication. You may notice if you go cold turkey, it's not the best idea. Well, because I was simply doing like every other day and then every couple of days, I was tapering myself gradually off of the medication. And I wasn't even aware of it. I was just trying to stretch it out. And I really wasn't doing it mindfully. In hindsight, though, that was really the best option for me to get off of the medication instead of trying to go cold turkey. So that's what happened. I tapered off gradually. And then I looked up, I wasn't on medication anymore, and I felt okay at the time. Now, I say I felt okay at the time because I didn't factor in weather changes, not completely, when I started looking at my overall care plan post-medication. I had simply factored in, I feel okay for now. That was it. I didn't think about the fact that the worst season for my symptoms is the winter time, when it's cold outside and I feel very, very achy. And it doesn't help that I can't get as much vitamin D because I'm not out in the sun as much as I am during the summer. So we're talking about tapering off in late August. It's still warm here in Virginia. I don't have any issue getting outside and getting some sun. I was also taking my supplements, so I should have been feeling okay. So of course I don't feel too bad when transitioning off the medications at that point of the year. However, now we're in November and I've noticed it's getting harder and harder to get up every day, which is not unusual for fibromyalgia. It's getting harder and harder to get up. I feel more tired earlier in the day, which is everybody, I suppose, because of the time changes and the sun seeming to set earlier. So many of us are probably feeling tired, but for me, it's a complete change where I really just want to kind of hibernate somewhere. That urge is getting stronger and stronger. And so for me, now I'm really going to be testing out what it looks like to take care of myself outside of using prescription medication, because the winter time is when this really shows up and you can really see the effects of not having those prescription meds. So you may be wondering, what's the goal of all of this? And the goal was always to be completely medication free. It is my genuine belief that medication is a wonderful tool for those that need it. And it's a great way to manage the symptoms in the body, but it's not a cure. So the hope was always to create a lifestyle and diet and supportive practices that allow me to repair any damage within my body, as well as to move past needing medication. So that was always the goal. I just didn't think I'd be there quite so fast. But when you follow inspiration, even on little things, you often find that you are more equipped for the next step than you give yourself credit for. So I do believe that my next step at this point is to completely remain off of medication. And it's scary because, of course, there's a lot on the line. My health is so important, just as everyone's health. Your health is important. It is crucial to your life. And so I can't afford to not feel well. I need to feel well, or at least feel okay enough to get through my day. So right now I am looking at my diet. I'm looking at my supplements. I'm looking at my routine. And I'm also looking at what the plan is to bolster all the things I need to do in the next few months health-wise. How to bolster good health is what I'm saying. So it's going to be an interesting journey. I'll be vlogging about it, of course, and I'll be writing about it on the blog. So as I experiment with more things, I'm going to see how I feel. Right now, I feel okay today, but you know, day by day, it changes. Some days I feel amazing, and some days I don't want to get out of bed. Some days I have the energy to do everything I need to do, and some days it's just an accomplishment to shower, dress, and log in, you know? So it just depends on the day. It's just the nature of it. I'm very thankful that I don't feel paralyzed, which is something that's very common with fibromyalgia. You may just feel like you can't move. Your body is just in too much pain, or it's too stiff to move. I'm thankful that I'm not experiencing that. I am still mobile. I am feeling okay enough to get most things done on most days, but I am keeping my goals realistic for now, because who knows what this may be in a few months. So that is my explanation on what's been happening with me health-wise and how I'm planning to remain off of medication, as well as why I got off of it in the first place. If you all have any recommendations, I would love to hear them. I will let you know if it's something I've tried before. I'm open to pretty much any good holistic recommendation, even if it's not a holistic recommendation. If you recommend something that might be prescription, but you found that you got good results, please still let me know. I'd love to hear all about it. And until next time, where you will see me a little more made up and hopefully a bit more rested. I hope you all have a great day or evening wherever you are, and take care. Bye-bye.